So Bitcoin has undone 2 months of price action in a matter of 2 days, guys. 2 days. But now, what does this mean for Bitcoin, and when can we expect the next pullback? Well, we are going to be talking about just that in today's video, as well as giving you guys the mango trade of the day. So if you want to know more on that, stick around. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. I have Sean next to me today. Sean, say hello to everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
So Sean, Bitcoin has undone 2 months, guys. This was 2 months of price action in a matter of 2 days. It is a bull run. However,
Staircase down, elevator up.
Yes.
You guys are going to hear everyone flip that phrase around for crypto, but that's not the case. That's not the case, especially for this market. We've been grinding down slowly, and then in a matter of 2 days, right, market undoes months of price action.
So now I feel like a lot of people might be caught off position. However, now things are bullish. I mean, we've completed the measured move of this beautiful, beautiful bullish falling wedge. Okay, let me just show it to you guys. And there you go. We have finally met the measured move of that falling wedge. That being said, now things are bullish. Yes, we are looking for this trend to continue. However, Sean, if I had to ask you, gun to your head right now, would you be buying here?
No, you can't. You can't. No, not if you're buying here, you're doing so because you're like, okay, you know what? The trend is the downtrend of this move is done, and I'm buying over here for a cyclical play. I'm buying here for the end of 2023 or the end of 2024. But you can't buy here for a leverage trade. I don't see the TA perspective over here because we're at resistance across multiple levels and time frames.
Exactly. So we're going to be driving that point in right now, okay? We'll be showing you guys exactly what sort of resistance that we have over us, and then we'll be giving you guys the mango trade of the day. So let's start with resistance number one. Resistance number one, guys, you're going to be able to find that on your 3-day time frame, okay? I want you guys to put on your Ichimoku cloud, and I want you guys to put on your 200 simple moving average, and you'll see resistance right there. All right, we have cloud resistance overhead coming in at around 31.3K, and we have the 200 simple moving average swinging in right here, right now, where price is currently at. Okay, and if I just zoom into this price action, you'll notice the price has not closed over this region just yet. We still have some 2 days left on this candle close. All right, the 200 simple moving average is resistance, so is the cloud. Now, even if you do take the trade, say you take that long trade to the upside, what is this until you get up to the next region of resistance? That's only a good 5% to the upside. Okay.
Yeah, and the downside over here, guys, is a tad bit more. I'd personally wait for a pullback, and we are going to be talking about where exactly to bid for that pullback when we talk about the mango trade of the day. But again, guys, over here, I know it's painful. I know many of you just want to jump in, but remember, you do not make profits by succumbing to your emotions.
Boom, golden wisdom nuggets dropped. But okay, yeah, so this is resistance number one that you need to watch out for, okay? Now, resistance number two that you guys need to watch out for can be found on your weekly time frame. So get on over to your weekly time frame and turn on your Ichimoku cloud. Now, I've cleared everything, and I'm just showing you guys the cloud because this is where the resistance is going to be found, all right? We are currently up against cloud resistance. What I'm going to do is, just to drive that in, I'm going to go ahead and smack out a horizontal line on cloud resistance right here. And you can see that we have a nice, beautiful flat line right there, Sean, on the cloud, right? That is your resistance. Historically, this has also done really well. Just look at during the bear market, we broke cloud support, and then it was just one big cascading fall, right? It was one big bloodbath all the way down to 15K. Now, once again,
and
we're
historically
up.
too, we can see how price respected that horizontal that you just drew in, Krisha. You saw multiple rejections against it, and then the next huge leg down.
And that's what I wanted to get to next, okay? So now check this out. This is not only cloud resistance, guys, but if we now just zoom out of this chart, okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch off that Ichimoku. And now what I want you guys to do is look at price against the horizontal. This has been a key level historically, 31.5K. Mark it out on your charts if you want to keep up with it. Okay, so now this is 31.5K. You'll notice when price actually took out 31.5K as that resistance, we then saw that cascading sort of move all the way up to $60,000. Okay, once again, that's when we got rejected, came down, but where did we find support? Once again, 31.5K. We bounced off of that region, not a single candle body closed underneath that region. We bounced off, getting once again back up to $60,000. It was just on the second attempt we broke it. And what happened right after? Just a bunch of rejections and one big cascading fall all the way down to $15,000. Okay, now once again, guys, this is our second attempt at 31.5K. Okay, so don't jump the gun. Like when you have clear levels, you can get those nice, clear conviction plays, okay? Something that's going to help you understand, is it time? Or when are you wrong on the trade? You know, it just makes everything very, very clear. Sean, what are your thoughts so far?
No, I think you nailed it. That level was our target 1.5, right? We had target 1, target 1.5, and target 2. Target 2, guys, is still 42,000. It's been 42,000 since December. In fact, since November, right? We hit target 1, made our way to target 2 very, very, very quickly. Target 1, by the way, guys, was 24,500. Target 2, again, I'm going to go ahead and mark it out, is around at $42,000, right? We have more for zones there, guys. Again, we will talk about this in more detail in a longer cyclical analysis video, but I do want to highlight how we broke through target 1, right? Made our way to target 1.5 and found support somewhere around target 1. Yeah, so I like the symmetry of all of this, but again, guys, target 1.5 has not been cleared yet. This is a key level, like Krisha just highlighted for you guys. And while it is exciting, while this longer weekly downtrend has now been undone in just 2 days, this is the time to temper your emotions. Around 2 to 3 days ago, we urged the community here at Mango to start mentally getting prepared for a bull move. In fact, I had specifically said that the risk is a candle like this, right? This big candle. I asked you, Krisha, what if we see another candle like this? Because the risk was to the upside, in my opinion. And now we're seeing something like that. And we can see that the pain right now is not that price is dumping, but it's price pumping, right? And I think the market is going to keep reaching for that pain until people capitulate and say, F it, I can't take this pain anymore. I'm just going to buy, right? And then it's going to come down, okay? I know it's difficult, guys. Again, I know it's difficult, but do not succumb.
And go. So now, okay, we've shown you guys the resistance, all right? But now you guys are probably wondering, okay, guys, show us, how do we trade around this? How do we trade around this crazy pump to the upside now that we're up against resistance? Well, before we get into the trade setup, I'm going to show you one last thing, okay? One last thing. If you get on over to the Mango dashboard, all right, get into the multi-time frame view for Bitcoin. Even the multi-time frame view, guys, well, it's telling us that, hey, we're turning bullish, 4-hour, 12-hour, daily, all bullish. You have some pretty neat returns if you caught the trade on any of those trends, all right? But notice volatility now. Those high red numbers, and this is what helps us understand, can we expect a pullback on the chart? If volatility expands to these high red numbers, we can then look for that next pullback opportunity. And right now, that's the signal that it's giving us. Wait for the pullback. Yes, it's bullish, but wait on the pullback.
I cease to think that the 12-hour time frame on the Mango dashboard has been hacks for this entire year, right? We've been using it as a barometer for market direction, as well as using the volatility in the 12-hour to say, hey, let's calm down now. Let's wait for the volatility to come a little bit back into proportion, right? It doesn't need to come all the way back down to like the 20s, but even at around 40 to 60, and I like this a lot more. 12 hours long, and we trade in the direction of the 12-hour. Remember, we use the 12-hour as a barometer for direction, but not as the end-all and be-all, right? We look at everything else, and hey, the volatility is red. So be a tad bit careful over here, guys.
All right, so now with this, we can actually move on over to the Mango trade of the day, where we give you guys something actionable to help you position for that pullback opportunity. Sean, do you want to take over from here?
Alrighty, so the Mango trade of the day. So if you guys do remember, in the last few videos, we were discussing a particular setup where we had a trigger as well as the bid opportunity, right? So first we wait for the trigger to activate, and the trigger was essentially this lower high over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my swing lows and swing highs over here, guys, the right hand side. We're waiting for this lower high to get triggered at around 27,455. Now, you guys can see as soon as the market saw that lower high get triggered, we just saw price rush, right? So this is one of the drawbacks of waiting for a pullback after a trigger, that breakout traders may just enter and the market may run away from you, right? Now, breakout traders have their own risk, that if they wait for the trigger and they enter and the market pulls back, they're sitting in the red. So there's always a give and take. This time around, the breakout traders were rewarded for entering the trade as soon as that lower high was taken out, right? But that doesn't mean that you guys just FOMO into the trade because we saw that continuation to the upside. Nothing has really changed, because if you guys remember, we had the trigger, yes, but the bid opportunity was dynamically following the Tenkin, right? The blue line over here, guys. You can get your Tenkin by clicking on the Ichimoku indicator on the right hand side over here, guys, and the blue line over here is our Tenkin. And remember, the beautiful thing about the Tenkin is that it's going to dynamically adjust itself as the bid opportunity, right? And we said that, hey, it could come lower, it could come higher, it could be somewhere down here, it could have been flatlined, or it's going to follow as price moves to the upside, right? So now we are seeing the Tenkin move up, right? We're going to keep following this Tenkin, guys, because remember, Krisha highlighted throughout the video that we have resistance in this entire zone over here, right? So price is likely, not certainly, but likely to see some resistance and pull back. And we are looking for this to pull back to the Tenkin. Now remember, the Tenkin is currently sitting over here, but it could move up higher, okay? So follow along with these videos to make sure that you guys do not miss the bid opportunity. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and clear out all these scribbles. Okay, and now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn on the cloud indicator right over here, guys, okay? And you guys can see how price is living well above the cloud. However, the Tenkin, the blue line that we've been talking about, is still within the cloud. What would be awesome to see, guys, is the Tenkin actually coming and living above the cloud, right? Once it does that, it's also going to be living above the Kijun. The Kijun is this red line over here, guys. That setup, guys, is one of my favorite Bitcoin setups, where we have the Tenkin living above the Kijun as well as above the cloud, and then price comes down to revisit the Tenkin, and then we see continuation. That's when we get huge trend moves, guys, huge big moves. This is going to line up with Bitcoin essentially putting in the perfect daily equilibrium cloud setup under Krisha's major resistance level, potentially propelling Bitcoin all the way up to $42,000. So there is an opportunity now on the daily time frame on this bid of the Tenkin Kijun to push Bitcoin to 42K. So that's the trade, guys. That's going to be the easy, beautiful mango trade. Yes, it's at a higher level. Yes, it's at a higher price, but it's a better trade than otherwise.
Bingo! And remember, guys, this is a dynamic trade setup that will change as price unfolds. So if you guys want to make sure you don't miss any changes to the entry and exit, make sure to hit that subscribe. So Sean, speaking of which, where is the exit to this trade? Like, what is the invalidation?
So currently, the invalidation for this trade is simply the Tenkin. So your bid entry is also your invalidation. If we see price close underneath the Tenkin, the blue line over here, guys, if we see price close underneath there, that's it. Okay, the trade is invalidated, and we are gonna have to reevaluate.
Brilliant. All right, so you guys have the mango trade of the day. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, and we will see you guys in the next update. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free. Trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.
Ciao.